Welcome back. It's Beanie Man. I was gonna say Simmer, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is, guys, we're back again. Episode 6. I hope I got it right. Episode 6. It's Izzy, it's West, it's Evs, it's Sharp. I'm trying to change the direction.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed. Yeah.
Say Izzy first all the time, though, no, innit?
Nah. Oh, last episode.
Yeah.
Not all the time, because
I don't think before that.
No, it's West. I used
Not,
to do
not
West.
that I'm counting.
But guys, we're back to the old subscribers. I don't know why you're still here listening to us, but we rate you guys for that and respect you lot for that. For the new guys, welcome to our humble abode. The boys are back in town. We've been in town painting it red, and we crack on from there. This one's gonna be a bit different, though. This ain't gonna be topic related. You know, as much as we talk on the camera, you know, on YouTube, we're now podcasters, so YouTubers now at the grand old age of over 30.
Yeah, it's a mad one still.
It's come to my attention that a lot of you guys don't know a lot about us in terms of anything about us, really and truly, apart from the fact that I'm always the one that's arguing the devil's advocate. These guys are like functioning members of society, and I'm just screaming over some rubbish or whatever, and we're kind of funny as a group. You're going to get to know us a bit more. We're going to do something called a Prowse questionnaire. So it's more thought-provoking questions.
Cool.
It's very similar to what we asked the guest. If you don't want to answer the question,
Can I say pass?
you're going to say pass anyhow. So I already know this guy.
Might as well
But-
leave.
Yeah, man.
But ideally,
Do it without him.
what I do
Sorry.
want is for you to answer the questions and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
In between it as well, what I like to do to the guest, you've seen, I like to throw you off with a random question. So it might be part of the Prowse questionnaire.
Cool.
I'm not going to start with anyone. I'm just going to let you guys answer yourselves, because whoever answers first tends to be more confident, while the other two might.
I feel like we should have a little buzzer. That's what, hey, next one. Yeah, let's get some buzzers in, man.
Yeah,
Make this into a game show.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, a little fun, man.
that'd be actually pretty sick.
That'd be
Well, like,
sick.
let's do that one episode.
Say nothing.
Okay, guys,
Hey,
And the loser has to do a forfeit.
What episode is this?
episode 6.
Didn't he say he's gonna say something in episode 6? Didn't he say, yeah, bro? Didn't he tell us he's gonna reveal something in episode 6, you man?
Before you go into the question,
It just hit me
Wait,
now,
what's the
my
question?
brother.
What's the
I've been waiting, you know. My brother, talk to
totally
me.
forgot.
Nah,
What we
it
doing?
was, I was due to bring a big special guest for us, but unfortunately, it didn't
Episode
work.
7 now.
Nah, it was meant to be episode 6, but it didn't work out.
Are we delaying it for
I'm
episode
sorry,
7?
guys. I'm trying. I'm working my hardest, but just bear with me.
So give us a.
No, I don't want to hype up because it's actually.
No, not who. Just what episode do you reckon we can?
Allah, I'm still talking to the person, and
That's cap.
give me another episode or 2. No, wallah, I've actually. got
Nah,
some-
I believe
some
you.
in the
It's a long
pipeline.
talk.
Say nothing. So
No, because the person's really busy, bro.
It's a
Yeah,
long
so
talking
it's
stage.
a quite busy person.
yeah.
I'm trying.
Say nothing. Cool.
Yeah. Just bear with me. Sorry, I made you lot wait. Although I thought any of you lot waited, and it's cool.
I'll wait.
Oh, they were waiting.
Nah,
But
no,
people
no,
were
no.
actually saying, what's episode
Well, like a
6?
couple of people asked me privately,
what's
yo, what's
yeah.
happening in episode 6? And I'm like, fuck.
You better give them a special today.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Same.
bro. A lot of people ask me about episode
But anyway,
So,
yeah.
like, I was really
Popped into
hoping.
my head.
You know, the maddest thing is, as we started, I was hoping
No.
because on the car ride, I was saying to myself, "What episode are we on?" He said, "Oh, we're doing episode, whatever, whatnot in it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit, I hope no one mentions anything."
I don't know what happened.
When he
It
carried
just
on,
triggered in
and
my
none of
head.
you lot said
Yeah.
anything. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, bust case, I don't need to
Bust
talk
case.
about it."
It just
And then you
triggered
just
in my head, and I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
so
why
happy,
where
you're
it
my
came
guy,
from.
'cause I've been thinking about it and I totally forgot to that.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, we're on to him anyway.
No, we're on to him.
No
Hey,
one.
bear with me, guys. I apologize. Sorry.
Yeah,
we
but
should
I
give
want,
you.
I want to get us to a point where people kind of understand us. It's important, not just for like content purposes. If people understand the people speaking about these things, they'll see why we're wired how we are. Like me, I'm not controversial, but I say a lot of things that might be harsh or might be like very black and white. But if you get to know me, you understand why I'm like that. Because if you know me, you know I'm a black and white person. I hate the grey area.
Yeah.
That's where chaos starts. But when it's like rules of rules and you don't break them, that's how I move. So I'm an extremist in that sense. But we'll start the first question. What is your idea of perfect happiness? And is open to the whole floor. And get comfy because we got a few of these questions to go through.
Fucking hell, man.
That's always been a question that I've always not struggled to answer because no one's really asked me. But
In what regards, though?
yeah, like it's so.
What
But,
context?
Yeah, like
any context that you. So another thing about these questions as well is, to me personally, is how you perceive them. So wherever it takes you to answer your question is
Yeah.
wherever it takes you. Do you get it?
So for me, I'd say
It could be
perfect
anything.
happiness would be everyone that I love and care for to be healthy
Yeah.
and healthy in every way of the word, like physically, mentally,
And
spiritually, with
emotionally,
everything. Yeah, healthy, head above water, and I don't know. I think that's all. Like to me, that's the main thing. Like as long
Nothing wrong with that. You say, you know, it's not to pause you. It's crazy that you say
It's
that.
not right or wrong answers, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, but he pauses like there should be more.
yeah, no, because I'm thinking, is there more? But yeah, I think like
I don't think there is.
if I was obviously listen, money makes
The world-
everything easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's not the be all.
It really, and I know it's a cliche, cheesy
really
thing to
isn't.
say,
Well,
but it
it's the truth.
really isn't. Like money, like if you told me you can never ever be rich, but always have enough to live happy, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that, because obviously it's nice to be rich, the idea of it, but really and truly,
Yeah, but the more money
it comes
you
with
have,
other like
I
ish.
wouldn't want to be rich. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What would you want to be? Content financially? So like having enough?
Yeah, content. I know I'm gonna.
Or
pass
do you
away
not?
one day?
Do you care about it?
No, I don't care about it.
I'm saying
I
the same.
generally believe like obviously
yeah.
the rizq comes from Ilahi, innit?
Yeah,
So I'm a firm believer of that. So you know, there's people that get themselves into a situation like, let's say someone gets married and then they're gonna have a kid or something. They've got a kid on the way, and they may not necessarily have a job, so they start stressing out and stuff. I wouldn't stress in that situation. The wife probably might, but I wouldn't, because I understand with that kid comes his or her own wealth. It's already
Yeah.
pre-written.
yeah.
I'm a firm believer in that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mashallah.
So,
I think that's the best.
money. I don't value it
Yeah.
like that. I
100%, I'm the
know,
same.
I know what it brings to the table, but I don't value it like that in that sense, because bro, it's a piece of paper. It comes in, it goes out.
I agree with you. Then what's your idea then? Because you said for you is what you said it is now. What is it for you then?
I think for me, perfect happiness is not seeing poverty in the world. Obviously, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but not seeing poverty, dying as a Muslim, and just seeing my kids happy.
Say again, bro. Well, I didn't get. You said you not seeing poverty and dying as a Muslim.
And yeah,
Is your perfect happiness like?
yeah.
Okay. What about in? What's the third one? You said something about your kids.
And then just seeing my kids just live being able to see and be alive to see my kids live. Like I see them grow up.
I like you said that because my one, we'll get to shop after you're gonna answer if you're gonna pass or not. My one would be like literally it's to raise my son. Like I said, like I've said in previous episodes, I never had a dad. My dad passed away when I was born. Like I can't further explain how deep it would be for me to raise my son. Because like my extremist ways come from me being able to. I've had to teach myself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So my black and white is like, because if I'm alone in the world, right, as a man, I can't dabble in the grey area. Is how I was growing up. So it was like if I have rules, it'll be easy to manage myself. You can't manage yourself in the grey area. So with that has come the impact of I can't wait to have a kid. I can't wait to have a kid. Can't wait to have a kid. Like constantly. So when I say happiness, raising my son. Everything now doesn't mean everything else. Dying a Muslim, that should be number one. Don't get me wrong. Being a pious person, all these things are important, if not more. But if you're saying what's always in my brain that circulates when the word happiness comes in, it's raising my kid. That's why I was happy you said that. Like for me, is seeing that boy specifically and living vicariously through him. Do you get like the things that I missed out on? I wish I can give him the same. Like let's go to watch a game, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I can't wait to take him to his first like 11 session. Like him watch Hilltop. Like for him, is this guy on Google? The man, oh, that's your kid. Me is a big moment. Big moment. I can't stress that enough. But what's your happiness? What's your moment? Like what is in your brain when the word happiness comes in? I'll retrain it for you a little bit because I want to hear deeper.
Ollie gets sacked.
Yeah, that I think.
I love that.
That's his happiness.
I'll do a cartwheel while I
That's gonna be his happiness.
But I think for me, it's just I think Izzy touched on it in terms of family and that, to see family and that happy, and I think Wes touched on a couple of things. But ultimately, for me, it's not to go like take it all the way left, but I feel like when you live by the deen, you're happy.
That's not left though.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be not left, but in the sense of like I don't want it to go away from things like that. But I feel like for me,
it's whatever you think, though, isn't it?
For me, it's
so
the deen.
is that the one thing you say? Because I want to ask Wes as well. If you have to pick one, what's the one for you? What's one perfect idea of happiness? If there's one thing, rather than joining it all together, because I get that. What would you pick as one?
It's the kids, isn't it?
My kids, but then also like the situation about the poverty. Like people seem there's something that inside me when I see somebody that's hungry. You know, like the people that are on the roads and they're hungry, stuff like that really hurts.
Have you always been like that?
Yeah, I've always been like that.
Like even like a young age?
Yeah, always been like that.
It's like it's cute because
Very
I
cute.
read that so.
You know, it's because normally whenever he says these type of answers, me and Izzy looked at each other. But I looked at Izzy, he never looked at me that much.
I looked at you.
Oh, my
You
boy,
Do you
well,
know
I
what
think
it's
she.
No, because I was like,
Nah,
I was listening to him. I was
Yeah.
into
It's
it.
heavy,
back into it,
it's heavy
yeah.
trying to weigh it up against my kids, because similar to you, like alhamdulillah, I was raised by my mum and dad in it, but my dad is very old fashioned.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He focused, alhamdulillah, like he focused on the house, making sure we were clothed, food on the table. In a sense of like chatting to your son and
Yeah.
raising, sometimes it wasn't there.
Yeah.
I felt like like you said, you
Yeah.
had to kind of raise yourself in a bit,
Vicariously through it, like
Yeah.
everything you missed out on.
So for me, I've always wanted to get married and then have children and then raise a family in a sense of whatever Allah gives me, boy or girl, just kind of, just coach them through life. The way I wanted to be coached through life. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So it's a hard one to choose between the two, but I'm gonna sit that one out. I'm sorry, because they're very
Fine, you
they're
gave
very
your
close
answer.
to-
It was an extra probe.
They're very close to me both.
So for you, it's those two. For you, it was make sure everyone's good in your family, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Not just family, just anyone that I love and care for.
Anyone,
friends, family.
family, friends, close
Yeah.
people. Your one is
I was across the board.
okay, and my one for me is raising my son. We'll go to the next one, which is the other side of things. What is your greatest fear? I can answer that straight away for you lot. For me personally, is not becoming the thing that I hate, and for me that would be the idea I see of what a Somali man was back when I was growing up. So was in the mudfish, work's never really at home or not really attached. The idea that we were either conditioned to see, whether it's true or not, I can't speak for it. I've not had that in my household, but from what I feel like I've seen, I don't want to be the thing that I hate. I want to be the action man of a father. And like, I think you'll see with my constant theme,
So it will be about
it will be about my son. But in the last couple of years, it wouldn't have been. There might be something different, but we always evolve with these answers.
Yeah.
But for me, it'd be not being the thing that I hate. That's my great, like, if I ever be that, like, bro, I think I'd lose myself.
I'll tell you mine. So I don't know if any of you viewers or even you guys noticed, but last week, last episode with Sabir, when you lot all opened up,
Oh, I know.
I was quite silent.
We spoke about after, I think, a little bit.
I don't even think I spoke after because I was taking in. I was a viewer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
talking about your experiences. For me, I've not had anyone like immediate family that's passed away. You get it? So I wouldn't know how I would react. I've only had like maybe one friend that passed away, Allah yarhamah, in a car crash years ago. But immediate family, like my mum, my dad, I've not experienced that. So I wouldn't know how I would react. So that's one of my biggest fears. I know it's gonna come. I know it's
only
gonna
thing
come, and
in life that's
eventually I know
guaranteed.
like with time the pain will ease. Like I understand all of that, but it's just in that moment.
Until it happens.
Yeah, in that moment, I don't know
never know.
how I would react. Like how you said, like you just dropped the phone,
Yeah, you just don't know.
crumbled. I don't know what I would do, bro.
You never know with these sort of things, I suppose. But the only thing you'd only find out once, unfortunately, time. But you like we said in the last episode, you could go before them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
Oh,
thing with
100%.
life is you don't know when that time comes. But I think what I will say is, and what I wanted to say then, which I forgot is, and I mean this wholeheartedly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I feel like for those of you who's lost a parent, may Allah have mercy on them and grant them the highest gate in Jannah. But for those of you who have your parents here today,
Cherish them.
Cherish them, yeah,
hug them,
100%.
kiss them, listen to their stories,
And that's
take them out.
all your family
Yeah,
members.
wallahi, do whatever you need to
yeah.
do with them, because sometimes when you're, sometimes they, parents are parents. They're like, allow me, allow me this and allow me that. But wallahi, there'll come a time where you wish that
That phone rang.
that phone rang,
That phone
or you
rang,
wish you get to
100%.
see dad on your
Yeah.
phone or mum on your phone. Like these little things, it matters. So for those of you who have parents here, I would say from the bottom of my heart, cherish them, kiss their feet, hold them. Ultimately, at the same side of that is, that's a gateway to Jannah for you. If we're gonna just go to the ultimate extreme of it, that's the gateway to Jannah. But also, it's your parent. They have what's the word I'm looking for? They have rights over you.
100%.
So
Hey,
look
what's
after
your-
them and
what's-
cherish them.
I'll go to both. What's your greatest fear then? It's something, you can interpret it as whatever. What do you associate that word with? So if you don't have an idea, when that word comes to you, what does that follow? What's that followed by? When you say fear,
I don't know. You'd have to come back to me. I need to think. You can
Go on,
maybe.
Liz.
It's mad. You man like basically touched on it. It's like I've never actually said this before out loud, but I've always kind of been scared of it. Is my parents? Obviously, I'm not wishing it, but parents burying another child. Because when I saw, obviously, with my sister, like when she passed away, what I saw and had to go through, what I saw it do to my mum, like I couldn't. Whether it's me or my brother, and obviously, again, everything's written. Like we got to remember, we're Muslim, so we're not to say I'm not scared of dying, but we're not meant to be scared of dying because there's you should
Ultimately, it's gonna
ultimately,
happen,
and
yeah.
also when it's written, it's written.
That's right. Yeah.
However, what I saw, I could never ever like
You wouldn't want to experience it.
want her to go through that again because I don't think she would be able to handle it the second time. I think that would push her over the edge.
Yeah.
My dad as well, but
Mum,
both of them,
I
like
get
both of them,
You know,
and
it's-
I think that's my biggest ever fear because, bro, for 3 years, and I'm not exaggerating, I heard her cry every single day for 3 years. You know how much like that takes its toll.
Yeah, bro.
Like it took its toll on me. I'm not even the one crying.
It's- but
Like
the
to
most-
hear it because
I said to you before, like, our last
eventually
episode,
I couldn't comfort her anymore because it was like,
How do you
It's
help?
draining
how
emotionally,
it's
bro.
free. I just had to let her work herself through it, and it killed me. But I can only imagine what she went through. Like I remember, like you said, like no parent wants to bury their child.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's a.
We get a lot
So
of
I think that's my biggest fear, you know. Like, and I've never said it out loud, but I've
Do you know what
always
the maddest thing is?
felt that.
I'm actually gonna agree with you here because like at the time when my dad died, my mum was in Somalia, innit? So she was in Kenya.
No way.
Well, actually, my dad passed away in Somalia, and I had her. So when she was in Kenya,
Oh, they're both in Somalia.
yeah, and it was like it was a sudden death. It wasn't even a case of like he was
Long
ill or
term,
anything.
ill,
Like he
whatever.
was just he caught a cold. He went to the hospital. I think my mum rang him the night before. He said he's okay. They said they're gonna check on him, and then the morning after he didn't wake up, and obviously his soul was taken. But my mum was in Kenya, so she went from Kenya to Somalia, do the burial. Then obviously she needed to come back to her kids, innit?
Yeah.
I think the sight of the losing trail of thought here, but looking at her is a pain I'll never ever forget.
Yeah, you
Like,
don't
I
feel that on her
wouldn't
again.
Trust me.
I couldn't like.
Not to speak. For
It humbled me. Like in my mind, I was mourning, and as soon as I saw what she was going through, it slapped me and said, "Yo, like pattern up.
Yeah.
Like you can't even," because that's her partner. That's the person who she
Yeah.
raised kids with. That's the person who
it's
she
longer
grew
for
old with.
her.
That journey for
Yeah,
her
it's
was
a soulmate,
long.
yeah,
That's
it's a
her
soulmate,
partner.
it's a
I just
soulmate.
came
You
in,
forget that as well.
and I
it's
was just
crazy.
yeah. But we always think, oh, I lost. But we always forget the effect that it has
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because-
I think about all the time now. Like I think of like if I was to pass away, for example, I don't think about that part. But I'm like, yo, like I've had a life with struggle. Do you get it? My son will never know. He's Google Gaga right now.
It's hard.
So like if that was to happen between me and him, between me and her, if one of us loses each other, the history behind it. Is scary.
it's
So when
hard.
you
Yeah,
think that,
yeah, everything's scary.
doesn't mean your pain is any less though. Let's
No,
just be
no,
clear.
absolute facts.
But I get what
But
you're
it just
coming from.
really because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was soulless. Like you said,
Bro,
your mum.
for 3
She
years.
was soulless. I couldn't
Yeah.
even. It wasn't my mum. I felt like I was looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
someone different. I was like, I don't
No, I hear you.
recognize this
What
lady
I'm gonna
right
do
now.
though,
So
I'ma
I agree
get us-
with you on that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
that's
us
probably
because
my
it gets
biggest
deep.
Go on.
Yeah.
Because we get deep, and I don't want to keep on putting us in that position of deepness. Like we've had it.
No, 100.
Yes, I don't want to like keep on probing you man like that, innit?
He wants us to cry on camera. I think.
Nah, I don't want
It's
that.
going that way, innit?
I don't know because I'll be so real. With
No, I'm
you,
playing,
man.
I'm playing.
No, I
No,
think
no.
it's like for me, I love you, man, innit? So for me, it hurts me a little bit hearing it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, that's my guy. Do you get it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know I'm big on having those kind of conversations openly.
Yeah, fact.
But then while you're doing it, I'm taking it in.
But you know, it's like-
I care for my brothers as much as you, like vice
much-
versa. So I don't want to hear that all the time.
I'm
from
sure
you, man. It
Sharp's the
hurts.
same. As much as like, it's always difficult to share like
Yeah.
things like that. But I know that
Someone
someone
else-
else
yeah,
is going
someone
through
else-
it,
Yeah.
and they might not have said nothing.
The reason for the podcast.
And that's why I'm so, you know what, like I went through it, and alhamdulillah, I was able to come out of it like still stronger.
That's why
It
it's
still
important.
hurts,
That's why-
but
yeah.
you learn to deal with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Let
But
me
there's
ask
someone
you
going
guys
through it
something.
right now, so that's why I'd rather share it and help someone if I can.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, go on.
I'm actually the third question now.
Mm.
What is the trait you most deplore in yourself? I can go again because this is the thing I hate about myself. I find it very hard to communicate with people what's going on here and bring it out here. Because I think in a way in my head where like I don't think about today. Like let's say now something happened today. I think about how it will fuck us up later on. Do you get it? I'm like, bro, I don't care what happened today. It happened, we're here. What about later? Because I don't want to get to later and say I told you so. Those 4 letters I told you so piss me off the most because it's annoying, bro. Like, do you get it? So like for me, when I'm speaking to someone, if they might have pissed me off, for example, I don't care what happened. I just want to make sure it don't happen again because then I'm the fool. But then I don't know how to carefully explain that to people and have that conversation because what's going on in my head, half the time what comes out of here might be a random analogy, but it doesn't piece up together. Again, like I said, like I'm the only man in my house, so like any conversation I have with myself is with myself.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And anyone like that I have male cousins, they're either mad older than me or mad younger than me. So I've either been the little you or I've been the big bro. So for me, I hate the fact I can't piece, even though I feel like on the podcast I can convey my messages well when I get into my bag. In terms of what I'm really feeling, I find it very hard to explain that. But that's probably what I hate about myself the most. Lack of honest communication.
That's a fair point.
I wouldn't say honest communication, but it's just
Open, no, not honest. Open communication.
yeah.
Sorry, not honest.
It's just the delivery. You got to work on your delivery. That's what it is.
Yeah, the delivery of it. Go on.
You go.
I feel like,
private coach.
yeah.
I love the hand you went.
Private coach.
You went.
No, do you too, you
I
man.
used to be like
Me and
that.
Sharp are not even here.
I used to be like that.
Have your
But
moment.
Me, naturally, I'm a thinker, innit? Like, I'm that guy that. How can I explain it? So growing up, like, if our friends would always.
You overthink.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm an overthinker. But if we would go out in a group,
What now or then or like both?
before when I was growing up, like as a youth as well, I would be the silent one. You know, the one that doesn't talk to people.
Yeah.
Scariest ones.
Analyze
It's
it.
not it was not scary, but
I'm saying that's the scariest one
but
normally.
that's just that was my personality back then. Because if I didn't fuck with you, or I didn't know you,
You just
I
wouldn't.
just hold back,
Yeah.
see what you're about by your actions, the way you talk. If you're cool, then yeah, all right, cool, I'll chat to you. If not, I would just keep quiet. So, but before, because I was so in my head,
Is that why you never spoke to me?
I think so. It makes sense now.
Yeah, I'm putting two together. Yeah, what else do you want to tell me?
because I was so in my head, I wasn't able to sometimes deliver what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So,
I hear you.
and I remember, like my ex-wife at the time was like, "You're shit on your delivery." I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
but I worked on that. Do you get it? So I get where he's coming from.
What, so let's get to it in terms of you lot's traits. And we won't hang around too long. What traits do you most deplore in yourself? Or
Most what?
most dislike? Is the word is
Dislike.
deplore?
Okay.
Let's
No,
say
I just couldn't
dislike.
hear you. Go on.
Yeah, what do you
Most
most dislike?
dislike.
About, yeah, what trait? So just to clear up, mine was my communication.
I think for me,
Dislike.
I'll give you my one, but it's changed.
You really like
It's
yourself
changed.
that much?
So for me, it was like, you know, when that saying of "don't judge a book by its cover."
Yeah.
Before I would look at someone, and I would judge them straight away, and it's a bad trait to have.
Yeah.
it's
But
a
then
horrible trait.
I spent a good couple of years in Somalia. I'm not going to say how long, but let's just say it was a it was a jail sentence.
It's
But
a minute. It's a hot
it
minute.
was a minute. Basically, I missed high school when I was in Somalia. But I grew up in a culture where around you, it's you're judged every single minute.
Yeah.
yeah.
On
It's
what you do.
harsher
So
in
I
terms of it.
I grew up there. Like that's where I became a teenager and whatnot.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah.
now come back here in society. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
So I had to get out of that headspace, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think at the time, it's not right now, but at the time, I think that was the trait that I hated. the
But
most.
you have none currently, you would say, like that. You can
Current-
think of the top of your head. Because I'm gonna start making these hot fire.
Nah.
I'd
Quick
say for
ones,
me,
innit?
my stubbornness. I'm very stubborn. You man probably haven't even seen it.
No, I've
Maybe-
seen it.
you
I've seen it.
I'm very stubborn. Like,
I haven't seen that. To be fair, even in the
stubborn.
group chat when it
No,
comes
well,
to like,
I'm stubborn.
yeah,
I'm
but
stubborn, bro.
he's
And
the
I know
first-
I am,
he's the-
but
he's the first one to say like, I don't mind whatever. He's not really. I don't see
He's,
that.
he's being kind.
being kind.
I know that.
no. The thing is, I'm not stubborn on every and
No, it's
anything
not
and
enough.
everything.
Yeah.
But
When he needs to. Be
I
stubborn.
yeah,
You're
like
trying
I
to change
know.
that. Like, have you, or is it something?
Yes and
you've
no.
accepted?
Yes and no. Like obviously, when you hear the word stubborn, it sounds like a negative, innit? It's not like it's not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
a good
People
thing,
see
innit?
it as a negative rhetoric.
But I'm not being stubborn for the sake of it. Sometimes in my head, like my thought process is, yeah, let's say whatever we're saying, then I think, you know what? Why should I like bend my rules to suit you? What about my needs or whatever? Like whatever the top, like whatever the situation might be. So sometimes I'm like, you know what? Yeah, be stubborn.
Yeah.
Because that is what you want ultimately.
Stand for what you believe.
Yeah, if that's what you want, then you like. And but I know it gets like
Like
some.
your ego talking to you, you reckon though? In
what?
some situations, like is your ego talking to you, like
Yeah, I'm sure, 100%. There must
Because
be.
both of them are
Yeah, of
similar,
course. Yeah.
I'm stubborn.
I'm sure there is.
I'm mad stubborn. I
Are
can't
you?
lie.
Yeah, you are as well.
I'm mad. I'm super.
Do you think I am?
You have your moments, Ola.
You're stubborn though.
I'm not.
You're mad stubborn.
Ola, I'm not.
You okay? But you know what it is. You know I say that to you.
Don't like.
I'm
You dare
not
lie.
going
I've not said
because
nothing.
if you don't want to do something, you're not doing it.
No, I do it.
If you don't want to do something, you're not doing it.
No, I do it. Don't make it out like that.
No, that's not a bad thing though. It's how you.
Don't look at me,
He knows it, that's a fact.
Hey, Sharp, you're being real stubborn right now.
Okay, but listen. No, but I think we all have stubbornness. Mine was extreme. You're definitely stubborn, bro.
It's not extreme though. I have.
You have extreme stubbornness.
I have
if you're uncomfortable in the
extreme.
situation, you're not doing it.
To be fair, I haven't seen that side of him. I've known him for a while now.
Yeah,
I haven't
I'm not
seen
like-
that. I
Would you
can't.
not agree-
I've heard
would you agree with
stories
that? Or you
that
keep
he's
it out of it?
told, like when you said the airport situation, like,
yeah.
but that's not really stubbornness. That's like,
yeah. But
I'll
I
do the
was-
same thing.
yeah,
No, I would have done the same
I was
thing.
thinking
'cause-
about America then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, that's
But I
like,
do. I can be here and there, but it's not. I wouldn't say.
yeah, I can't say I've seen that side.
Cool. So I'm gonna move on with it because I want to get through as many as we can in it. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
What is the trait you most dislike in yourself? You said stubbornness. Me is my communication. You is nothing right now, but it was your judging books by its cover. What was your one?
I need to learn to say no.
Yeah.
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 I dislike that.
Yes,
Yeah.
man.
I
You're
like
looking
it.
for a yes man.
I could say yeah a million times right now. That you're
It's
bad.
the truth, though. Like, I really
You're
don't know. How
bad.
to say
You're
no.
bad.
I just
You're
say,
really
I say
bad.
yes.
I sometimes have to say no for him. It's
Yeah.
bad.
You're bad, bro. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me go to next one. What is the trait you most dislike in others?
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Yeah. I knew where you were gonna go.
Yeah, I can't
Arrogance
stand
for
that.
both of you. Is he?
100%.
Arrogance is up there, but I'd say like selfishness.
Big.
Yeah,
Big one,
Big.
actually.
I'll say honesty. Like,
yeah. That's it. They're all up there. They're all
No,
up
they're
there.
all,
Like,
but
that's
they're
what I'm
all
saying. But
like they're all equal playing fields. You get it? Because one can make a person a shit person, another one. Do you get it? They're all the same. For me, honesty is always gonna be big, just because, bro. I just feel like say what the fuck you're gonna say. Like there's no like it's like you know when, like my wife me and my wife got together and I remember saying to her, I said, you know, I would never cheat on you. Like that shit don't make sense to me. And I was speaking about, I said, bro, if you want to go with someone, like not her, I'm talking. If a guy
I was
wants
gonna
to
say,
go- yeah, but here-
Bro, I was gonna say, what kind of conversations?
Will Smith and Jada. Will Smith and Jada.
Facts. No. Listen. So if someone's got if someone wants to do something with someone else, why can't I say fuck this relationship? I want to do something. Just honesty. Same way, if I don't want to do something, why can't I just say I don't want to do it, as opposed to taking the long way around? So that's why I don't like honesty.
Yeah, but you're black and white, like you said.
Yeah.
It don't make
Other people live in the grey area.
I cannot, bro.
Yeah.
And people get to know more the more they watch. I can't understand that. So arrogance, both
Selfishness.
selfishness and honesty. I think they're very similar. Which living person do you most admire? And I don't want to hear anything about family. I want to really see if you got anyone that you admire. Outside of family and friends. Oh, no, outside of family, sorry. Just family.
Outside of family.
Yeah, so
Outside of family.
None of your family, basically. I don't want to hear like Hoya or Albert because
No.
they, of course, they are major heroes, innit? And I look up to my mom.
So you can say friends and that.
Yeah.
Oh, go on then. Go on. Say it.
Nah.
I got nervous. Even though I set up the joke, I got nervous. I'm backed up.
He might have bricked that one still.
Yeah, I got nervous. Nah, but
go
for real,
on.
go on.
Nah, there's one of my guys.
You
AK,
give him the flowers.
my
as well.
boy AK. I'll give you a flower. I admire
Give
him.
him the flowers. Like, say it. So AK,
But
say it.
he's one
How
guy.
come?
AK and there's Fox as well. But AK.
Shout out Fox, a real one.
Edda.
AK is one guy that I always go to, and anytime I have like real life scenarios or real life problems or anything, like he's older than me, so he's a bit of I would look at him as a mentor. So whenever I have any issues, I'll go to him. I'll ask him
Go-to
for
guy.
advice,
Yeah.
and he talks to me about this. And mashallah, he's he's done well for himself in it. So he always gives me, and we grew up together from the same area, so he always gives me like
Good
proper
advice.
advice, good advice. He always like sort of nurtures
good
me.
brother,
and
just
carries
people
me.
like that in your
Just off the
corner,
jump, he looks like a good brother as well.
Nah,
I
he's
don't
a
always
sen-
trust him, but he
sensational
seems
guy,
like
man.
an unbelievable guy, man.
Yeah,
Great
so
character.
I admire him, and I also look up to him. So that's
And
my
you said
guy.
Fox, but you'll say AK. You'll stick with AK.
Yeah, AK and Fox, my guy Fox.
Western Izzy.
Is he?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't like. There's a few people, but off the top of my head, I can't really think right now. You know.
Yeah,
Don't
do you
really-
know there's I've got a long list.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I think as soon as you ask my question is, when shit hits the fan, who do I go to?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I'll go to him. So
But the
that's
question was, who
person
do
I
you
would
most who do you most
say.
admire?
Mine,
in
that's
that
what I'm
sense,
trying to-
But I go to him for
'Cause-
everything because
yeah.
I
No, I want to
value.
make sure you got the.
I really
yeah.
value what he says.
You
and
under-
I
you understood the
admire him.
assignment, don't
Yeah,
worry.
I understood
oh,
the
yeah.
assignment. Just want to make sure for you.
No, I understood the assignment. So I'm trying to make it
I'm
look
not gonna
better.
lie to you. I'm not gonna make up something on the spot.
That's what I'm
I
thinking
don't-
as well.
I don't look up.
No,
to
you can
anyone.
pass it. You can pass it.
I don't look up to anyone.
Say it with your chest.
Wallah,
Bun them all.
Yeah, you can.
One-
I can't like to, I don't look up to anyone.
Yeah,
Like outside of my own mum,
I say my
like
test,
when it
I'm
comes
not
to friends,
ashamed.
I have like a general respect, but each person in my life,
You made it difficult when you said you can't do family.
yeah, I, had
'Cause
to
I would have
feel
said
that
my
way.
dad.
Yeah,
I would've said my
'cause
dad.
I think that's I
Yeah.
think for us, and like alhamdulillah, I'm hoping that we all have healthy relationships. Like it would normally be your mum or your dad.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah,
yeah.
So I wanted to get away from that. Really
Yeah,
make it.
no,
Yeah, no, of course. When you
For
said
me,
that,
the
that's why I was like,
Because
I don't know
I
then.
look up to my mum. Like I said, it's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
my
yeah,
mum.
but
when
outside
it
of
comes to
family-
people, I admire people in certain situations. So like if we say directly with you three, there's a lot of stuff I admire by all you guys. Like I admire his drivenness. Like, I really think he's mad driven. Do you get it? You. I like for example, Sharp in terms of his personality and just how he always encompasses everyone together. That's a trait people don't have. But I don't admire him as a man.
Yeah,
But
just
there's certain
qualities,
stuff.
qualities,
yeah.
Same with West. Even with
qualities,
you,
yeah,
like,
yeah, qualities.
Izzy's like the nicest person I've ever not met at the time.
Yeah.
Like anyone that spoke of you, hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Now I realize
Stand
he's not that guy. I'm joking.
He's right. I'm not.
It can be a prick.
Nah,
at
so
times.
I would say I'm passing.
Stubborn as well.
You'd say you're passing.
Stubborn
You're saying
prick.
AK. Izzy, who's you? Are you passing? Because you said you'd say
Yeah,
you're
honestly, like there isn't.
Don't force it. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
not-
don't force it.
I wouldn't say there's any
Alright,
one.
That's fine. I'm gonna move over to the next one. What is your current state of mind? We asked that on the episode
Yeah, we can skip that one because we've.
Do you
done
want to
that
skip
before.
that one?
Yeah, I
let's
feel
skip
like,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's been
Alright,
done
cool.
before.
We don't want to bore.
And if there's
bore 'em.
anything I've repeated in previous episodes, just say skip. So we can
Yeah,
move
'cause I don't want these to be like, oh, these guys.
on. What is the quality you most
Reload
like in a
it.
woman? I'm gonna say it again. Look, what is the quality you most like in a woman? Now, not a partner, just a woman, a female. So don't think about you're a gal or nothing like that.
Oh,
Because that's what it goes to, innit? I'm talking about just a female.
you
Just
see
a
how as
female.
soon as you dropped it, the random just went silent.
Yeah, like, I don't know then.
Saying certain man, we're gonna say body parts and attributes.
Bunda.
Bundesliga. Nah, for real though.
Child.
I would say kind-hearted.
Yeah,
Like when you meet, I mean that applies for anyone, but I think I don't know. It always resonates more with me when it's from a female. Like you can just see someone's just a genuine,
Soft or kind-hearted.
yeah.
just a genuine,
too?
kind-hearted like individual.
I lean towards that.
No, I want another one.
No, I really do. But you know who I am as a person.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
like,
gonna lean to that.
Yeah, he does.
I'll let you go on.
Yeah.
Best anything for you?
He's the same.
Let's get some-
No, child.
He's out.
Nah, do you know, for me, selflessness
From the woman, yeah?
from the woman, yeah.
Okay.
Like, for me, that attracts me. You know, people obviously look at looks. Yes, I obviously also do, but
Yeah.
that's not at the forefront of my thing. Like, for me, I'll always look at your personality. And so if you're selfless with, like...
In what scenarios? Like what scenario? Like when you think about what scenarios do you think of? Like when someone's selfless,
Just... It's,
like
you're-
towards
you're-
you,
No,
or like towards
just the world. Towards the world.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Okay, now we jump
Any
into
scenario.
It could be to other human beings. It could be
Yeah.
to an animal.
Yeah.
It just shows that you have a heart.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say
You
my
have a
one was-
soul. You have a
facts.
heart. Do you get
my
what I'm
was
saying to you?
modesty.
Modesty.
And it's all not because of like we're not talking about covering up. We're talking about the idea of
Yeah.
how you got it. For example, like whether you're super smart, whether you're beautiful,
You're modest in your ways.
but you're modest in your ways to a point where no one can
Yeah.
ever.
That's
their
a
arm's
big
length.
one as well. I like
Like,
that.
I've always liked that as a youngster,
Yeah,
from
nah,
people
facts.
being modest. Do you get it?
Right.
Even whether it's a woman, or not,
Elegance, innit?
Yeah.
there's something about it where you
Yeah.
don't. And we live in a world now where everything's open, so it's very hard to see modesty in all
Yeah,
spectrum.
no.
Like whatever it is, it's just hard to see. So
Right,
I'll say that. What is the quality you most like in a man?
I don't
Being a man of his word.
Huh?
Being a man of your word.
What did you say?
That's.
But I thought you don't have more. I thought you
What
don't
did they
jump
say?
up, though.
What did they say?
I don't know what I
What did he say? I didn't missed it.
I was trying to think of an
I
answer. I heard him say something. and give it.
Yeah, he whispered it. And I know
It's all
something.
right. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
So my one, I thought you know would jump into like I won't say why, but you guys answer it, and I'm thinking I know what your answers might be or similar to.
For me, manners. Like, in terms
I
of,
should have said that for the other one.
for me, it's manners, 110% for me, because I think
I can see that though.
if you're a guy and you don't have manners, me and you don't even know each other. Sorry. Like, it's high and by. It's not even high and by.
At the minute, it's a minimum for you. Like
It's
minimum.
a very basic, because, bro, you can't be tied to me and not have manners. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I hold myself to that high standard. Please and thank you is very easy to say. Some people like that, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's yours? What's your one? I'm gonna move on to the next question. I thought you had like 4 or 5. Ethical, I thought was one of your big things,
Yeah, but not everyone.
and even like,
not everyone's honourable, man.
but is honor a big thing for you? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Honor.
Honour. It's a big thing.
I like fearlessness. I'm big on leadership, and I like someone that has no fear in any fucking thing they do, because it's not just fighting; it's just decision making. Let's just go for it, for example, or any big moves we all make as men. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, it's always I just like the idea of someone that doesn't really care. That decision is based on them saying, "I don't care what the risks are or whatever." So that's for me what it is.
Did you answer?
Izzy was first.
Yeah.
Izzy was first. No, what did you say again? Just to
Nah, you don't answer.
never
don't
answered.
try
I
it.
did.
he did the first one.
I said man of your word.
Yeah, man of your
Oh,
word. 'Cause
sorry,
you know what
I
second,
Man
innit?
of your word,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't worry, I'm just Michelle here. Don't worry. It's fine.
Okay, cool. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl, but I'm taller.
What are you saying? What? Anything
Never.
physical or?
Oh, you know they do surgeries. You know that, innit?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they extend the
I
kneecaps.
died. I don't know who said it.
Someone said it to you.
Someone,
I'm
I
gonna
saw
set
it
up a
myself.
GoFundMe page.
I imagine someone said it to Mandel. Yeah. No, I said it to someone. Said that's mad because they put like a metal bar. But you know me, I don't care about my height. I'm 5'7", so I'm not like a dwarf, so I didn't mind it. But he must have went on Lidge "I bro, would you ever do it?" I wanted to bang him in his face.
I don't rate you still.
You don't rate
I don't
Don't
rate
rate
you.
your-
No, but I would say for me, I would change. I want to change anything for myself. I like all my flaws. I like all my good things. There's nothing about myself I would ever in my life change, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's for me personally, but some people might look at it not as extreme as I do because I'm black and white. So
Nah. Come back to me. Let me think.
That's the thing. We're all gonna say the same thing. We're all gonna say like, I wouldn't change anything.
okay, let's change it then. We all have to say one thing then.
Go on
I can
then.
start. I would change. I'll think about it. Any of you guys got something to say for it? Or shall I move to the next question and come back to it?
No, I'll probably change me being like late to everything. That's it.
Punctuality.
Punctuality, yeah.
So that's how you keep him bad.
Absolutely poor. I was late, believe it or not, to a timekeeping course. Well, I just did. Tash, she sent me up with it. She goes, "Yo, black man." She's black as well.
Yeah, you have to put that.
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on.
You and your black man time, innit? And I said, like, "I'm sorry, innit? I can't help it."
I thought I
I'll
was
try.
bad, bro.
I'm shocked with it.
Cool.
I'm,
Let me get some-
surprised you don't get onto me for it.
So you want your
No, I
one's
don't, 'cause
gonna
I'm
be
worse than you.
punctuality.
Yeah, but alhamdulillah, I've never stood up a girl, like made her wait. I'm always.
Okay.
Where did that
Nice
go?
to know.
Where did that go, bro?
I'm just saying it because we have a lot of females that watch us, innit?
Yeah, I don't think they were thinking that.
They weren't thinking that, bro.
I don't think they were thinking that.
Aye, they weren't
But
thinking.
it's good to know now. We're listen, we're
Yeah, we
sharing
appreciate
today.
you
Today we're sharing.
sharing.
Today we're sharing.
Okay, anyway, carry on.
Alright, let's move on. Let's move on.
For me, is a trait that I would.
I wish I was more.
What would you change about yourself, or any? Yeah, whether it's physical or an attribute or whatever, quality.
You'd want to be taller, innit?
Yeah, just a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, you head back the ceiling. You.
I've seen him see another guy that's taller than him. He's like, "Gosh, man, he's so tall." I'm looking at him like, "Mate, you're fucking tall."
Yeah.
Nah, I hate my laziness.
Fair enough.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
I can be quite lazy at times.
My one will
I
be.
wish I could change that.
I'll quickly put my one in. My one would be. I wish I was more. Bro, I wish I was more like. What's the word? I wouldn't say outspoken, innit? Because I'll run around my opinions all day long. But I wish I speak up more when it matters.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I'm good to tell you everything I feel about right now. But when it matters, if emotions are involved, not so much now, because like I said, alhamdulillah, I'm happily married. So like I have that baseline of communication now. I'm good with it. Like even towards anyone in my family, right? But when I was younger, I wish I had the foresight to be able to say what like mattered then. But then I'll be like, no, I'm cool with it. I don't care. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I was always like that. That's what I'll change. What about you, Izzy? And I got a big one for us after this.
I'd probably say like my patience, like don't have any. Like to improve, I don't have any patience.
Oh, you don't.
Yeah, so
you're
if I was
impatient.
gonna change something, I'd like just have more like
More
patience
patience,
with
more
things,
sabr.
like the process. Like,
Yeah, I thought you.
bro, nah, I'm so impatient, bro. Like, wallah, I'm the type, yeah. Like,
Do
if
you
I'm,
think that changes though? Do you think that because I think all of us, for various different reasons, wouldn't think that, right?
I wouldn't.
I would never think that. in a
Yeah,
million
nah,
years.
I've-
And you both know you've known him the longest. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You would
bro,
think
I
that either.
hate waiting.
I would
like,
never think.
yeah, I hate waiting for. Like, it's not.
So them times when you're from my yard waiting, you're burning.
No, that's the thing. Nah, you know what? Them kind of things. Nah, but it's like things like, let's say for example, you'll say to me, tomorrow we're gonna go do whatever. I'll be like, why don't we just do it now? Like, I'm one of them. Like, I can't wait.
no,
I want it now.
I'm
I
with
want there. Like, if I can do it now, why am I gonna wait till tomorrow? Even though tomorrow might be the better. Like,
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah, no, but I need to. No, I don't know if I even want to work on it. If honest, like, it's just
Yeah,
that's just how I am. Yeah,
I've
like
got two more questions to wrap us up with.
go true.
I'm gonna go with this one. What is your most treasured possession? Like, what is the thing that you have
A physical item.
yeah, that you hold most dear?
My first £10.
What?
My first £10 I ever made.
Well, you still have it.
Yeah.
What? That's hard. That's hard.
Say what lie?
I rate
hard.
that. I rate that because
Oi, that's hard.
I never would have thought of that. I spent it.
Your first ever
Oh, yeah,
£10
West Side.
that you withdrew.
I rate
West-
that.
You have it in your house.
Hard.
I rate that highly.
Wow.
I withdrew my first ever what do you call it, check that I got from work, my pay slip. I took £10 out and I just put it somewhere.
Bro, you know when you first said it, I'm sure Sharp would say,
I was like, huh?
what's man chatting? Alright, cool, I'm with that.
I told you I think different.
Yeah, I respect that highly, bro. I'll say for me, I'm torn between. I'll say I have a suitcase from my dad that my mom still has. it's broken down now. It was what's that? Samsonite, whatever it is.
Samsonite.
Samsonite thing. But it's like, you know, it's just something as a youngster I've always like. It's really cool for me. I would say that. What about you two?
I don't have something personally myself,
Yeah.
but there's something in my house. I think that my dad got from my mum and how to like some little cute things, like some little, you know, the sand thing where you turn it
Sand,
over.
the time.
Yeah,
time
but
thing.
on one side it says I love you, and on the other side it's a heart. And
Oh.
that he gave that.
Do you
to
still
her.
see that?
Yeah, before I was born. That's
No. Do you still see it now? Say
It's
that.
in my house. Yeah.
Oh, that's
seen that.
cute.
So that's been in my house from before I was born. Like my mum said that from before I was born. So that's the most valuable thing. But I don't own that, so it's not mine.
No, but it's still yours.
But it's in the household.
It's
Yeah, I
still
think
yours, that makes sense.
that's the only. But personally, I don't have nothing. No.
What about you? Because bear in mind, my dad's
Yeah.
it's not mine. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I know. where
So
you're coming
it's
from.
still
Yeah.
yours though. If
I hear
that,
that.
in your
And
head.
my mum always says this is older than you. Like she always teases us. Like, this is older than you.
You know how crazy that is, bro.
Yeah, it's
40
mad.
years.
Fuck
No, that's
you,
it, that's
bro.
cute,
They made me swear. I'm not 40. Don't you dare do that.
I go on, Izzy.
Mine's it's like a wrist chain that my sister got me for my birthday. Yeah, that's my dad's wearing it.
No.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm keeping an ey on it. I'm like, don't make sure you can't look at it.
Hey, don't break that.
Yeah, it says Izzy on it as well. It was like
Yeah.
engraved. Yeah, so
Oh,
it says
that's
Izzy. He's wearing it. He doesn't even know what Izzy is.
He's
He's never heard that name, boy. He doesn't know. He doesn't call me Izzy. But yeah, so she got me for my birthday. This is years ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's my.
No, I'm with that.
I need to
Cool.
keep that.
I'll hit us with the last one. What do you consider your greatest achievement? And actually, no. Let's see what you answer, and I'll probably after. Go on.
I feel like I'm at a job.
If you haven't got an answer, where do you take it?
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not gonna get the job.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me cross my legs and sit like an interviewer. Yeah, you ain't getting this.
You know you flopped already before you leave the room.
Waffling. I've been on
Yeah.
a few jobs.
Then you do these ones. Nah, just let me hurry up, man. Let me go, man. I know I ain't got it.
Yeah.
Stop wasting my time.
Well,
What was the question?
What do you consider your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement.
I think everyone's got one, but some people think theirs are more stupid than others for some reason. Like they
Greatest
belittle their own achievements. It can be something so small, but it's big to you.
For me, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, having kids and all that's achievement, whatever. For me, it was uni.
Or graduate.
Yeah, graduating.
Yeah, I can see why though. I can definitely see why.
For me, it sounds mad, but I went through to get to uni. I didn't care about uni. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Yeah.
I came back to the country, and obviously I was at college and whatnot, and then I said, "Fuck education! Like, I'm not on this thing. For me, I'm gonna start working." So I started working, and then I said, "Fuck work! I need to go into education. 'Cause I ain't earning a lot." But then, so I then had to do a foundation thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and obviously being from Somali background or whatever, like African background, they look at you like you're basically useless if you don't have a degree. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your one's gonna be
So for me,
graduating.
yeah,
What about you
graduating.
two? If you haven't got what you can just say pass. Because I think uni is big. I think having children is big. I think even like if you just feel like you being alive is your greatest achievement. Obviously, for us, we're not on the road like that, but like for some people it might be. It could be big, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even like for me, one of the biggest things I've ever done is just saying I love you to my wife for the first time. I'll never forget saying that. That was big to me, bro. I've never said I love you to no one in my life, bro. Like off my mom and that.
Yeah.
That was not my biggest achievement, but I'm saying I could imagine
yeah.
why I might say at one point in my life
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was. So what would it be for you two? I'll just throw my one out there. My one's just having my son. That's like my biggest thing. What about you two? And we'll wrap it up.
Like I said, for me, I think we touched on it on the last episode. I think it was when I said when I've been in a job since 15, and that's the last time I ever took money off my my dad, and that's the first time I started helping the family financially, and I've done it to this day. So that's probably my biggest achievement.
Now I can respect that. Sharpie or your pass?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass, man. I
Fair enough.
don't know.
I just like these questions. You know, what it is? I like these questions to they're thought provoking, innit? So I like where it takes us mentally. Like for us, like, I think it's taking us left, right, center in terms of the back of your head,
Yeah.
to whatever's in the front, to even making you feel maybe a little bit like different to how you walked into the pod, to how you're walking out. And hopefully the viewers, you get to know a little bit more about us. Izzy's a mad stubborn guy. I'm trying to get taller. But apart from that, boys, you remember that song?
He likes his short jokes. So like,
Yeah.
always get onto him.
But the worst thing is, he's the shortest out of the three. Is that not hilarious as well? That is the funniest part of it all.
About who's the shortest?
Out of the three.
Yeah, but that's calm. You're the shortest here.
Yeah. wrap us up.
Hey, like, comment, and subscribe.